Hello friends, today we are going to see how to make a headboard out of some cardboard and foam sheets. Okay, the things you will need are obviously a foam sheet, some cardboard boxes, the thicker the better. Then you have decorative buttons, then a fabric of your choice. I found this in a sofa shop where they sell upholsteries and resins. And here we have a bed which is already lying in our house, so we are just reusing it for this purpose. Here we are removing the outer cover since we don't need that. Of course, I'm using a thick foam sheet, a foam mattress actually, but you can easily find thinner foam sheets in the market, so you can use that according to your preference. Okay, once it is removed, this is how it looks like. Then you have to stick a cardboard box on one side of it like this. Here we have used a large cardboard box, but you can also use multiple cardboard boxes which can be linked together with the help of the tape. Okay, once we stuck that with glue, and then we have marked some markings in the bed in order for the buttons to be stitched on. Okay, we have done about 30 markings, and the distance between these two crosses are about 24 centimeter. Similarly, the distance between the below two are also 24 centimeter, and between these two crosses in the midline this should come, and the distance between the upper and the lower rows will be about 18.4 centimeter. And we have done this according to our bed size, and we have divided the number of buttons we already had like this. Okay, then we have to poke a hole in each of the crosses like this using a scissor. You just have to roughly cut it up. There's no need to be precise or something. Okay, you just need some depth in order for the buttons to sink in that and give you a tufted appearance. Since we had a bed that is this much thick, we have cut almost like this much, and similarly we are going to cut all other holes. And now we have holes on one side of the bed, but we also need to have holes on the other side of the bed, that is cardboard side. So we are going to mark with the help of a needle. We are going to poke a hole through the depression we have already made. Okay, so since we made a hole in the cardboard which we can use later to stitch up the buttons. Okay, since our bed is quite firm in consistency, we have decided to top it off with a much softer foam sheet, but unfortunately we have bought it in the wrong size. It was quite small, so we decided to cut this thicker bed in an angle like this. So let's see. Okay, now we have sliced up the edges like that, but I know it's irregular, but I hope we can cover it up with the fabric later on. Okay, so this is how it looks like now, and the layers from above downwards are the fabric, then soft foam sheet, then our foam mattress, at last a cardboard. We have to cover it up like this. So we already have a hole in the thicker bed. Okay, now I am going to show how to stitch the buttons for this. Okay, let's see. Okay, firstly you have to take some thread, fold it in half, and then put it through some needle like this, and then you have to poke the needle through the hole we have already made in the cardboard. Okay, via that you have to poke through the entire layers of the bed like this. Okay, the needle you use should be longer and thicker, only then you can poke it easily. We have also bought a smaller needle which we tried, and it didn't even come on the other side, so we have dropped that plan and bought a bigger needle. Okay, that's why I'm suggesting you to buy a bigger needle. So once the needle has come on the other side, you have to hold one part of the thread. Okay, if you have two ends, you should hold one end of the thread in the bottom, and then you have to pull the other end through the top like this. Okay, it's quite tough to pull it. Okay, it has come. Okay, we have to take the other end of the thread like this, entirely outside. Then we have to thread the button via the top part of the thread. Okay, like this. Okay, we have got these buttons from the same sofa upholstery shop. They said it was about 10 rupees per piece, but we eventually got it for 8 rupees. Okay, then you have to thread those strings back into the needle, and you should poke the needle into the bed and then knot it in the back side. Okay, so now I'll tell you an alternative method for this. You can also use a washer and hammer it down with a nail, and we can stick the button over it. But in order to do that, you should have a plywood in the back, but since we have only cardboard, we are using this method. Okay, now I'm showing you once more how to stitch the button. Okay, first you have to poke the needle via the hole we have already made. Okay, we have to thread the string via in the needle, and then we have to push it from the bottom. Our assistant will now pull it from the top. Okay, once you have pulled it, remember to keep one side of the thread in the bottom side itself. You should hold it like this. Okay, and the other end of the thread will be in the top. Okay, then we should thread the button over it. Once again, we are going to poke through the same hole. Okay, but at an angle this time. Okay, first of all, we'll just put the needle, and then we have to thread it before pulling it out on the other side. Okay, now we have to pull it out on the other side. See, there is a gap between the hole we went and we came out, because if you came out through the same hole, in that the entire knot will be gone into the hole, so we don't want that. And similarly, if you have more gap than this, it will be difficult for you to tie it later on. So 1 centimeter, about 1 centimeter is an ideal gap, I think so. We have experimented a lot in this, so trust me. Okay, then we have to pull out the needle finally like this, and then we have to double knot it, or even triple knot, your wish. Okay, you can use some sort of pressure for depressing that button into the hole. Okay, like we are using a handle of a hammer like this before knotting it down in the bottom. So this is how we are making progress. Okay, finally we have done this much. So finally we have completed stitching all the buttons, all 30 of them. So next we have to secure the fabrics on the back side. We are going to use a staple gun for that. We have a stapler, so we are going to use that, I think. Okay, let's turn it down. So this is how it looks on the back side. We are using a hot glue gun to stick the fabric first, and then we are going to use stapler also. Okay, since I had a hot glue gun, I am using this. And you can also use a nail and a hammer in case you are using a plywood for the backing. So here we are using just cardboard, so we are doing it like this. Okay, since the back side was quite messy, we have covered it with the old white cloth, a dhoti. So we just used it to cover this. This is completely optional. Okay, then we are going to secure it with a stapler pin. Okay, and just folding the raw edges inside, and then I'm going to stapler it. Okay, I have to fold like this on all sides. Okay, we have finally stapled it down. Okay, this is it. We have finally completed it. Okay, and let's see how this looks. Okay, so that's how it looks like. So we have a gap naturally behind our bed, so we are planning to insert this headboard into that depression. Okay, we'll see after that. Okay, now we have inserted the headboard into that depression. Okay, so this is how it looks. It looks great to me, and we are totally pleased with the results. We haven't stuck this in the wall yet because we have an irregular tiles in the back side of the wall, so we haven't yet decided how to stick it. We are planning to stick it with the help of a double-sided tape, but if you have a wall that is simply plain, you can use a nail and hang this headboard onto it easily. Okay, so this is how it looks. I hope you like it. And if you like this, click on the like button, subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.